Hey guys, welcome back in. I continue playing some Permadeath here. Now I did manage to leave that pirate system. I did have a 3-star system close by, so I worked over there. I'm thinking about setting up trade routes, so I'm gonna see what I can do over here, see what I can get for materials. What I have here is a experimental system, okay. There are a few things I want to buy though. I need to make a bunch of bases. So, let's see if I can go back them. Go this side. I haven't even seen what the multi-tool is. No, it's like junk. 8 glass though. I just want to get stuff together for batteries and solar panels. Buy a bunch of this. I think I can do 20 in a stack. It looks like it is 20.
Technology recharge.
Okay, I'm gonna need magnetized ferrite too. I might have to go get some ferrite. Okay, I got some pure ferrite. I'll just take all that.
Product received.
And actually, I'll grab all that chromatic metal too.
Product received.
Grab more of this. I should just buy them all, actually. You tired of making metal plating? Alright. I'm gonna need plenty of that. I was hoping maybe I can get some antimatter housings too. Because what do these actually cost me? Okay, it's just oxygen then. Oh, I'm out of carbon too. Ooh. I'm gonna have to warp out of here by the looks of things. I think I will get my first base put down though. I like to try to unlock some backpack slots while I'm out roaming around too. Try to do like 3 or so on a planet. Okay, nanotubes. Like 15 of those. Alright. I should have what I need for now. Alright. Check my little chart here. Okay, so it's scientific. Alright. So there's only 3 different routes in this this loop. So this will be the small one. Alright, I'm just gonna head down to a planet. Find myself a trading post. Take a look at a couple frigates flying now. I don't even know what my frigate dispersion looks like. Nah, not that one. Alright. Yeah, there's two different trade loops you can do. This is the smaller one. You only need 3 bases for this one. I'll just start right with this one and then work on the four system loop. Trading post. Yeah, I always check those little buildings that pop up when you scan, just in case it's a minor settlement. And setting these up is really easy. You're just looking for an economy, you know, a wealthy economy that's, you know, like your buy sell, you want it to be around 80-20. All you do is you toss down a little base, and hopefully land. You never know where your ship's gonna land, and I'd rather not build a landing pad, so I just stick my computer out here a little bit. This is just a quick, easy way to make money early on, as long as you can find the right systems. I like to put the system type, just so, let's see here, scientific. Put my teleporter kind of right here, that way I just walk out of it and walk up to the terminal and be done. Oh yeah, magnetized ferrite. I knew there was something I was gonna need. Alright, then I need to make that. And buy that pure ferrite. I did. Alright, it'll take a few minutes to run. I'm gonna need gold too, aren't I? Yeah, no, I shouldn't need a rock sensor. I think I am. Let's see before I do that. I don't have gold on this planet. Nope. Might have to find a place to get gold. See how much I have. 30. Okay, I got enough gold for this. I am gonna run over and grab some ferrite quickly though. I can always walk right back here. Want to see how this infinite works on ferrite does. See if I get a good stack of that. Alright, got a little bit more pure ferrite. There we go. I also wanted to grab some carbon. I only have 3 of these. On my base now. Oh yeah, I need gold. I don't know if any of these have it. I think I'll be all set for a few bases though. So what I'm gonna do is go back to the station here. I'm gonna rename this station also. I'll do before I forget is rename this station also. Right, that way I have the system and the base marked. Okay, now this was a scientific, so the next route I want is going to be trade and economy. That'll be like a green economy. What you do is go over to your filter and go down to economy. Now what I want to, oh, my hyperdrive is empty. Oh.
Technology recharge.
I'll go over to economy. Start looking for 3-star green systems. Alright. This is also a dissonant system. And see where it says my cell is only 46%. What I'm looking for is like 80-20 is kind of ideal, so you want to be a little picky with them. And typically when you see stars that are big, they're typically not yellow systems, so it's good to have all your different hyperdrives installed ahead of time before doing this. That way you can warp anywhere. I have a hard time finding this one. Yeah, typically the larger stars are kind of dead systems. Well, should be able to find one here. Yeah, that's that one I was just I'd like to try to get them somewhat close together. It doesn't matter because I'm going to be warping in between them anyway. Oh. Found them plenty that are 3 stars in different colors. The good thing about this is you only have to set it up once, and then all you do is use your teleporter to get to them. It's an endless supply of money. You get something like, I don't know, around 50 million or something for each loop. And they don't take very long to run. It's like 10 minutes. If that. Okay, there's one. I'm just gonna go with this one. It's not the best. What you're looking for is a sell of right around 80 and a buy right around -20. Seems to be kind of like the magic number. This one's gonna be close enough. And what I always do, because I just started out, I want to hit the space station first off, and then get my suit upgrade and check a multi-tool. So I'm gonna go get that out of the way. A lot of times I'll warp through systems and totally forget to even get a backpack slot. I think my next technology slot's only 125,000. I think tech was cheaper to upgrade right now. 200. I think these are 125. Yeah. Okay. Grab that. Check this guy. That's probably better than what I have. Oh yeah, much better. I can come back for that. It's only 30 slots. I do want to check back here, see if they have gold. I think I have enough gold, but I don't want to be completely out of it either. Nope. Alright. Not bad looking. Just want to interact with this thing. So it's in my teleport list. And I want to rename. Oh, somebody already discovered it. God, I hate it when people do that. Especially if they don't build anything. Alright. So, come down here. Before I get too carried away. Look at my other backpack slot. Oh hey Jasmine, how are you? Doing a little permadeath this morning. Just setting up a trade route. Right, so I'll do another tech slot. Alright, now head down and set up the second base. sometimes it takes a little bit to find the right system, so the good thing is it's something that you can repeat just every time you log in, do a quick run of it, and end up getting quite a bit of money in no time. It's especially helpful early in the game. What I try to do is find a decent planet to, you know, try to avoid like an extreme planet. With setting these up. Yeah, that's activated, so I'm just going to avoid it. I'll just go with some lunar planets. Oh, nice. Nice. I used to do quite a bit of writing myself. Been years though. I think I used to have a really good imagination. It's been a long time though. Find my trade post. I'm right there. Okay, so this will be the second base on the loop. And the beauty of this is you just come in, you buy all your trade goods, warp to the next base, sell them all, pick up new ones. You go from making, and like a lot of these are probably like negative 30. Yeah, negative 40, 25, 39. And you sell them in systems that have a positive profit. And just rinse and repeat. Yeah, and I always put the type of system at the end of it too, that way I can just keep them in mind if I need to. Alright, so one of these. Put that right over that jack. Again, I'm not trying to do anything fancy with this stuff. Alright, that should work fine. Not enough here to upload, so that one's done. I'll just do a quick save. And let's see here, what's my next part? It's going to be an advanced system. Let me just make sure that economy type, yeah, okay. Next system I'm going to want is purple. Oh, I'm great at building. Let's see here. You shouldn't see my handwriting though. I can't even read my own handwriting anymore. Bad. Okay, so this one is going to be close enough. I like to try to go sell around 80, but I think this will work fine. Yeah, I used to do a lot more reading too. Now I do a lot of audiobooks though. I'm just gonna repeat the same process. Go in, get my slot. This will be the last base on this loop, because there's only three. Yeah, there's only 3 in the small loop, and then there's 4 bases in the large loop. I'll try to get all 7 bases done today. When I get this next base put down, I'm gonna have to pop out for a couple minutes, but it shouldn't be very long. Probably be like 5 minutes or so. What I'd like to do though. Okay, nobody discovered this yet, so we'll rename it. Need to still unlock a whole bunch of slots. So I might do some of that later today. I'll be off stream. No, actually I don't. I just really picky when I build. I mean, I can build fairly quickly, but I do a lot of experimenting while I build. You know, once I figure out how everything kind of comes together, it's not too bad. Oops, I didn't look at the multi-tool. But I will sit there and spend, you know, like 2 or 3 hours getting something just right. It's kind of like my like research and development bases. I'll go to one of those and just spend, you know, a dozen hours or something trying to figure out how things fit together, and then I'll go to my base site and just replicate it. It's a lot of experimenting. Sometimes I put more into experimenting and finding a base location than I do actually building the base. A lot of times, like, a base will take, you know, about 20 hours, but research and development takes, you know, another 20, 30 hours. But sometimes I get lucky and I find the right spot right away and it doesn't take too long. A lot of times I don't really have a base in mind when I start building. It just kind of fits together somehow. A lot of it's just by accident sometimes. Like, I'll have a general idea of what I want to build, but once you start putting all the pieces together, then things just kind of click or they don't click. You kind of figure out ways around, you know, the weaknesses of the base. Like, a lot of times I'll build something that's fairly large, but I have no way to fill up that area and make it look good. That's why a lot of times in my bases you'll see a lot of plants. Plants is just an easy way to hide how empty things are. So that's why I tend to use them quite a bit. The sky looks nice. Alright, this will be the third. Oh yeah, it's a lot of just experimenting, and luckily I got into the game really early, so I had, you know, a couple years to catch up on stuff. Um, but I started watching people like Beeblebum and some of the guides he would put out, and it's really improved my stuff. Um, advanced materials, I think it is. Yeah, like a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just go to the anomaly and warp around to other people's bases just to see the type of stuff they build. And just a lot of really talented builders, even, you know, people that aren't glitch building or anything. And just some of the stuff they can come out with. You know, you just look at things from a different angle, and you know, some of the different ideas people come up with, and it's pretty mind-blowing. Because we all have the same tool, you know, we all have the same toolbox, it's just using it, you know, in a different way. Alright, so that one is done. Alright. So I'm going to look for my next system here. Got a little cheat sheet I'm going off, because I can never remember the order of these. So that's that whole 3-system loop. Now I'm going to do a 4-system loop. So I'm looking for red, orange, yellow, and blue. So I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to see if I can find one of these systems real quick. I'm going to have to jump out for a few minutes. That's a cool looking formation. Too bad it's green. Yeah, I'm constantly, like, if I'm ever bored or whatever, I'll just run around, look at bases, or I'll look at Reddit, or you know, some of the Facebook forums and stuff, just to see what people have been up to. Especially when like a new building part comes out, people like to try to do funky things with them. That looks like a nice system, but the buy-sell price was way too low. See, like this one here, this would be a really nice system, but the sell price is, you know, half of what I want it to be. I'm trying to... Okay, that yellow one... Yeah, that one kind of sucks too. The good thing about these loops is you can start with any of them, but you have to go to them in the right order to get the maximum profit. So I can go to red or orange anytime. I can go to blue. I'm just looking for something that's like around that 80-40 buy and sell. No, what was that? Okay, this one's decent. I'm gonna head to the space station and jump out, do a quick save, and then I can need to jump out probably about 5 minutes. This will be the beginning of the second trade row. will be back. Give me probably about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna run over my neighbor's place and give my hand with something real quick. So I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see here. My backpack slot. Yeah, my neighbor had shoulder surgery done the other day, so gotta kind of check in on him every now and then, see if he needs anything. Alright, so that's all set. That one's right there. I'm hoping one of these terminals will have some gold in it. I don't want to run out. Nothing there. How much gold do I actually have? Oh, do I have any in here? Oh, yeah, I got plenty of gold. Alright. And, oops. What about my maps? Oh, I got a bunch of navigation data. Okay, good. Oh, Pablo sounds excellent right now. Sounds really good. I get a couple pot roast a year. This is the type of weather for it, though. Oops, I don't want to use all of those. Oh, I don't want settlement. I almost really screwed that up.
Product received.
Let's see, check this one. Actually, I don't have to worry about gold. Gotta get that out of my mind. So, economy. It used to be quicker to switch between symbols on PS4. PS5 is kind of a pain in the butt. It used to be a shortcut to do that. I can refer to this chart again. Power. Oh, actually, I don't need it here. I need it down at the base. So that's done. And see what I have for planets out here. I'm just going to skip the anomaly because I want to get all of these mapped out. Desert, that'll work. Yeah, I tried to avoid aggressive sentinels or extreme planets when doing this. Just because they're kind of a pain to deal with. Especially the storms. If there's a bad storm rolling in, sometimes when you warp in, things will get all funky. And I always check out these unknown buildings if they do pop up. Just in case there's a... no, nothing. Alright. Oh, nice. Yeah, actually, I've got family members that work in the nursing industry, third shift, and that's got to be nice to come home to. It's funny though, because you're having dinner, you're having a dinner at like, 8 o'clock in the morning, but it's got to be nice. This will be trade route 2, number 1. That's all I'm doing when I go to name these. I just want something simple that I can look at and quickly distinguish what they are. So I just go TR2-1. And then a small description. The good thing about these is the bases are so small that they don't even show up when you, if somebody were to warp into the system. Ooh, and sodium. Hopefully there's some in here. And there isn't, so... I'm gonna have to get more sodium. Are you kidding me? I think I will just run around down here for a few minutes, grab some sodium. There's quite a bit right around here, so... I just remember I'm in permadeath, not normal. I'm still used to being on version 1.0, so the menus still feel kind of weird to me. What do I have for deposits here? Silver deposit. A little bit of that while I'm in there. I can always use silver. I'd rather grab this stuff now while it's close than wait till the next planet. Predator. A funky looking guy. A weird looking guy. Weird enough for a picture. That should be enough. Oh, we got turtle get here too. Oh, now I need condensed carbon. There's always something. Well, actually, I have all this oxygen, so... Nothing wrong with that. It takes a while to burn. I didn't realize it took that long. I gotta get my inventory in line. It never looks this bad.
Technology recharge.
Alright, that should be enough. Yeah, normally I do this on extreme inventory settings. So I'm used to having stacks that are only 300, not 500. So it's almost like I'm playing on cheat mode. Okay, and I don't have to upload that. I do want to get more of this rolling. Yeah, run out that small stack. Okay, so this was power and generation. So the next thing I want is going to be mining. I'm going to want to look for an orange star, or an orange economy. Ship's on the other side of that. Oh, actually, before I leave here, I need to hit the anomaly via the backpack slot. Yeah, I try to do things in a certain order so I don't forget them. Especially this early on when you're trying to unlock everything. I'm gonna get my backpack slots done, and I need to run around, just get a bunch of salvage data so I can unlock more building parts. And it costs something like, it's around 700 salvage data to unlock everything. Which it actually doesn't take that long. What you do is you find a moon that's fairly flat, and you can normally get a lot of salvage data really quickly. You know, like, I say quickly, but it's like 2 hours, 3 hours. So get that done. Because I still have, yeah, I got plenty of money now. Not too worried. I just try to save a little bit of money by getting the tech slots done. And I don't know if he has anything. Okay, so I have everything. I need to unlock these on my other save. Alright. So I do have some building parts from him. So this next system, I want to find orange economy. See, these are really quick to set up, and you can use them constantly. They don't run out. So I'm looking for orange. Like, you can use any of these. I mean, you can even go to a tier 2 economy and still make money. It's just you might only have like a couple items that are available as opposed to 5. Uh, the wealthy economies, you can get typically 4 or 5 different things to buy and sell. So that's why most people go for the wealthy economies on this. That way they can grab more stuff at once. Alright, there we go. That's really not the best I'm looking for. Okay, look at a few more here. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that one if I can find it again. Lost track of where it was. And you can actually set up a trade route with pirate stations too and make good money that way. My favorite's been the using dissonant ships though, the interceptors. Just finding crashed interceptors and scrapping them. Because you can get nanite, a good amount of nanites as well as money. I'm starting to think I should have gone with that other one. Okay, this one's better though. And it's in a gentle system too. Alright, so over to this one. Oh yeah, flat moons are awesome because you can get around really easy, and the planet's smaller, so everything is a little bit closer together. Especially if you have something like an exocraft that you can use, just run around on the bike or whatever, and just jump out every, like 10 seconds or whatever, and do a quick scan around. Especially if, for the longest time, you would only get one salvage data when you dug them up, then they increased that, now you typically get anywhere from, 2 to 4. They can add up really quick. I'm gonna rename this before I forget. And of course I named everything a little bit different too. I can keep trade 1 dash. Alright, try to name these different too. I'll go TR on this one. 2-2. And yeah, normally I don't name them until I look at the multi-tool because, okay, good. Like if it's an alien or an experimental, I'll put that in the title also. Although, this one's got a crystal trigger. One to keep in mind. Alright, so that's done. Yeah, and I always interact with the teleporter. Alright. I figured I'd get on for a couple hours this morning and try to get this thing going. And this afternoon, hopefully run around and do some drop pods and salvage data for it, and let's get that plan up. You can totally use the Extreme Sentinel planets, but I'd rather not even mess around with them. Do a planet on the other side. I hate doing that though, so I'm just gonna go to this one. I like to have quick access to the space station if I can help it. That other planet behind there, it could be perfect, but I'm not going to use it for a trade route, so. Alright, and do a quick scan. And it pointed to a different planet. Let's see if I can get it to switch down here. You know what? It's not gonna matter. Sentinels won't give you a hard time at a trading post. There's also a stormy planet, which is something else I wanted to avoid. Who knows, this could be a gorgeous planet too. I thought maybe there'd be some storm crystals. Didn't look at that. Alright. Do typical setup. I'm gonna run into that issue again. I always try to take a peek in these too to see if there's anything I need. I'm just gonna buy it.
Product received. Weather update. Storm clearing. Product received. Technology recharge.
And this was number 2, right? Yeah. This was, take a system. Mining. Right, so next system is going to be yellow. Yellow, which is manufacturing. Oh, could be an anomaly too. I did manage to pick up a couple more crickets yesterday too. I should check that out. Yeah, I try to play at least a couple hours a day. Been playing since the beginning. I did take a couple months off shortly after the game launched, but I came back when Next launched, and since then I've probably missed maybe 10 days total that I didn't play. But right now I'm over 8,000 hours now, and consider that's a pretty good return on the investment. It's like a penny an hour or something. It's something crazy. I did the numbers a while back, but I've also bought the game 3 times too. It's worth it. It's worth every cent. See here, it's gonna be yellow. See if I can find one quickly. Yeah, I used to get so confused with all these economies, but after you do it a few times, it's really easy. I thought these colors meant they were all different tiers of wealth, but it's not. Like, I wish that, like, tier 3 had their own color or something. That's what I thought it was like. And a few years ago, somebody showed me the different trade routes, and like, you gotta be kidding me. I've been doing that wrong this entire time. Quite a few pirate stations. A lot of times I don't bother with trade routes, but in Permadeath it's nice to have it as backup money. It doesn't take long to set these up. Right, the system. Oh, yeah, that'll work. It's not as much of a profit as I was hoping for, but it'll get the job done. Yeah, like if I'm in the middle of like doing a bunch of bases, It's not uncommon for me to spend 10 hours plus a day on, but if I'm running around doing story stuff, you know, it's typically like 4 or 5 hours tops. Just building, I get stuck. I end up figuring something out or getting obsessed with trying to figure something out, and next thing I know, it's 6 hours later, and all I've done is built, you know, this little tiny crappy looking base. Especially when it comes into like some of the glitch building, because you spend hours just setting up the scaffolding and get something done, and you know, then you end up deleting it all later on because you don't need it anymore. You're just trying to get everything in a certain spot. You got wires everywhere. Alright, I think I'm all set with tech now. I'm just going to start working on actual inventory. Check my multi-tool. If this was like an alien or an experimental, I would note it in the title when I go to rename this. You know, and I would do something like this, vortex. You know, and then I would put in the title here. I'm just trying to keep these looking the same. TR2. 2-3. And I would put like experimental. That way I knew that there'd be an experimental or an alien at the whatever they call it, the space station. Okay, so this is 2-3. That was short. I don't normally see the short rises for the box engine like that. I'm gonna just give this a second to get that bar to disappear. I'm gonna have to come back for one of these. I like those little tiny rises. Alright. Let's see what we got out here. That sent me to another planet again. Oh, oh. Yeah, unfortunately, I'd like on PS5 you can see your messages when they come up. Unfortunately, it cuts them off, so a lot of times I only see like the beginning of the statement or the end of the statement. Oh, didn't want me to land. Some of these megaflora planets are pretty interesting. that was a different color. Alright. I'm probably gonna need to get more condensed carbon. Let's have that going. This will be base 3 and it's manufacturing. I'm gonna need to get, looks like, more sodium also. Let's see if there's any in here. Of course not. Alright. Yeah, I don't have a way to make sodium either. Alright, maybe this guy has any. I don't even think you can buy sodium anymore, actually, now that I think of it. I'll run down here and grab a few plants. Quite a bit of it, it's all kind of far away though. That'll be enough. Yeah. Grab one more. We'll grab this while I'm here. My way to the next system.
Now protection falling.
I think the next one is going to be turquoise. Yep. Technology. Find one here. Oh. They're all in dead systems. High conflict, but it's worth it. Oh, I never picked up a backpack, so out of the anomaly there. Yeah, not too worried about it though. Alright, let's do the same thing again. Yeah, so like an hour or two you can set up a trade route. And it's very low effort, doesn't take a lot of building parts or anything like that. And you can set up like, there's two different trade routes you can set up. One is 3 systems, the other one's 4 systems. Even if you can only get like 1 or 2 planets, you can just slowly expand it. So I mean, it's something you can start doing right away. As soon as you have an economy scanner, I would say. You can do it without an economy scanner, but it's going to take a lot more trial and error. Why won't that unlock? Not letting me upgrade. That's weird. Bugged out on me. If I did a reload, it would probably work. Okay, A-class, missing a slot. Actually missing 3 slots. All set with that. Oh. Got a quick picture of that. Some people like the dorsal fins. I don't, but somebody might like that. So go ahead and rename this. OTR. -4. Alright. Oh, I want to interact with the portal. That's right. Oh, there's an alien here too, a traveler. We'll head down here and grab the next piece. Yeah, this is a high conflict system too, so I don't want to mess around too much out here flying around. Radioactive, that'll work. what I can do is I can come back to some of these planets and put down material bases too, just to have little bases spread around. This planet has uranium on it, but I already have another uranium base, but I might be able to use it for something else. Got me into him out here. Yeah, I can use it for my sodium base or whatever. Let's see here, toss down this last one. I'm gonna need more of that or not. A little bit more. I'm gonna run up to the anomaly. I'm gonna have to jump out for a few minutes. And I need to run my dog out. So, and I'll do a run of those 2 trade routes, just to show people how they work. I'm gonna jump in here, and then I'm gonna probably be about 5 minutes or so. Run him out and grab myself a drink at the same time. This thing out too. Get another thing to run on. Also, I'm gonna try to fill in these areas because it'll make selling stuff faster. Ideally, what I would want to do is take 5. Well, I'll just do it here. Take 5 items out of here, move them. That way all the stuff I buy and sell will go in these top 5 slots. Alright, so I'll have those open. Okay, I'm gonna hop out. Give me about 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. Should be back. Alright. We'll grab myself a backpack slow. Yeah, I brought my dog out. It's been cold and overcast for almost 2 weeks now. Today it's bright and sunny, and it's gonna be close to 40 degrees out. I had to take a couple minutes just to soak up the vitamin D while I was outside. Felt so good. So good to see the sun. Alright, so buy that up. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to Trade Route 1 and hit the first base, just to show people kind of how to do this if they don't know. Before I do that though, I want to take note of how much money I have. 218. I better write that down because I will lose track. So, grab a thing here. I'm starting at 218. So I'm gonna go to Trade Route 1. Trade Route 1, number 1. Of course, they couldn't put these in order, could they? So, just want to be careful. You go to your first base first. This will also give me a chance to check to make sure everything's working alright. It should be, but you never know with this game. Sometimes things are miswired or something. I want to make a note of how much money I make off this little run. And of course my shipment's going to be okay. That's why I put my computer over a little bit. If you put your computer like right here, your ship will be right on top of the trade terminal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy everything that I can. Hopefully I have enough room to do this. I might run into space issues. I'll buy what I can. Okay, good. I was able to get it all. That filled me right up though, didn't it? Okay, so I spent 11 million to buy all that. So now I'll go over to base number 2. Trade Route 1, number 2. Warp is taking longer than I thought. Oh, right in front of it. So I'll just sell all that stuff I just bought. Bring me up to, I gained 10 million out of that. So what I'll do is I'll buy all the white stuff that's here.
Product received. Product received. Product received. Product received. Product received.
Alright, now I'll warp over to base 3. Again, you want to make sure you're on the same trade route too. Because right now I'm on trade route 1, base 3. So now I'll just repeat the process over here. Then I'll go back to base 1 with the stuff I bought from this base. Then I'll go over to the second trade route. It seems to be about a profit of about 10 million for each time you warp. So should end up with, you know, like another, like a profit of like 50 to 70 million, somewhere in that range. Go and sell this off. And buy this up. And it seems to be about a $10 million bump each time. And this route isn't optimized at all. There's a couple systems that are have a lower buy-sell ratio. What you want to look for is try to get about 80 over 20, somewhere in that range for the best results. Now I'll go back to trade route 1-1, sell off all that. If you're buying stuff for like negative 30% on average and selling it for positive, you know, 30%. So you make money no matter what. And I'm pretty sure it does affect the price too. I don't think I can just keep rerunning the same route over and over again. It will sink the price. So gonna sell everything I just bought. Yeah, like if I go to buy these now, they'll be all grayed out. So now I'll go over to trade route 2, number 1. Just repeat the same thing with this trade route. And what I might do is take a look at these planets I already built their base on and the surrounding planets and see if there's any little farms I can set up. While I do that, I'll also do drop pods at the same time and salvage data. Alright, so I'm gonna buy everything. Alright, go over to base 2. Mining. I mean, you can do hit all the bases in about 15 minutes, and you make, well, I'll know at the end, but I think it's around 50 millions, between 50 and 70 million. Sometimes you like to put your ship right in the middle. And once again, just sell all that stuff you just bought. If you have your inventory all like in decent shape, it'll just be right at the top of your 5 items you're selling. Because this is permanent, your stack sizes are smaller, so it can split up your inventory a little bit. Once again, just buy everything. And make my way over to base 3. We jump off, have some lunch. I want to get my exosuit maxed out and get some more salvage data and unlock at least the basic building stuff. Now we can start making nice looking bases instead of these little shacks. Alright, so sell off everything. And it'll be 5 items you're buying and selling each time. So, and I want to buy the other stuff. Yeah, see how these are all negative prices. Now, when I warp over, they'll all be positive. So, go to... Well, and the good thing is, if you're not sure where you are, it'll say current location. So I know that my next base is going to be number 4. It's something to keep track of, keep track of where you are. And because I rename my space stations, I can actually do the same thing at the space station. The prices are normally higher though, so you're better off just using the trade-in post to do it. And they should reset in, I don't even think it takes a day. I think you can do it a couple times a day if you want. I don't think you get as many items, but you can always farm it a little bit more. So I'm gonna go and sell everything. Yeah, like, look at this, plus 108%, plus 90%, plus 60%, 42, 32. So, I mean, that's a really big jump for something that was like negative 30. Yeah, a massive difference. Okay, so those are done. Now I'll go in and buy everything here. Now keep in mind, I started at 218 million. This has only been, what, about 18 minutes? So if I go back, I want to go back to trade route 1, or trade route 2-1, and sell off this. At the same time, like, I can go over to a dissonance system and get like 5 or 6 ships and sell them real quick too. So that's it. That's another way to make some quick money. It takes a little more, more footwork, but this is quick and easy. It's just warping. Hey Daniel, nope, nothing yet. Unfortunately, I think it's still kind of bugged out. Hopefully we see something like Monday or Tuesday though. So ended up with 286. Do a quick number here. 286 minus 218. So yeah, 68 million for like 20 minutes worth of work. So it's not a bad deal. Do a quick save so it locks it in. Did I just get stuck inside this thing? Yeah, I did. Hopefully this will load me underneath. Yeah, so you just spend a couple hours to set that thing up and you can get, you know, like 60 million in 20 minutes, so. Because that's what, you know, 60 million is what you're going to get for 2 or 3 interceptors. But this is a repeatable thing. You can just do it over and over. Alright. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to teleport back to the space station. A couple of them that aren't in here. See, this is why it's better to do it with... Some people like to use the space station as a jumping point. But as you can see, you know, my trade route 1 isn't even listed here, which is unfortunate. And this one hasn't updated yet. I did rename this, didn't I? I know, yeah. Trade route 2-1. So I'm just gonna take a look here. Oh, it might be because of my Discovery services may have been offline. What I'm gonna do is we'll see. Okay, this is my pirate station. Should be this one. I'm just trying to get back to that first station I was at. Just so I have a place to jump off from, because I'm going to jump out and grab some lunch, and I got a couple things to do this afternoon, but I'm going to look to try to get on this evening and get get some more backpack slots and some salvage data together, and go from there. So I appreciate everybody swinging by, and do a quick save here and jump on out. I am starving. Granted, I only ate like 3 hours ago, but now I'm hungry as hell. Alright, thanks guys for swinging by. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time. You have a good day.